Imagine if we did this really like musical, like good morning everybody, like really like really over the top, like how are you all going today? Please be seated so we may begin today's proceedings. Good morning and welcome to the 2022 Gold Level presentations for Years 9 and 10. My name is Liberty Anstis, and together with my fellow school captains Samuel Richards and Vice Captains Ethan Andrews and Brianna Martin, we will be hosting today's presentation. As this is a formal occasion, we request that applause be at the conclusion of each group presentation. I would now like to invite Olivia Brown to deliver the Acknowledgement of Country.
Good morning, students, teachers and members of our community. My name is Olivia Brown and I'm a proud Aboriginal person. I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land upon which we meet on today, the Jarowaha and Gaibil peoples. I would also like to take a moment to pay my respects to their elders from the past, the present and emerging into the future, for they hold the memories, the traditions and knowledge of Indigenous culture. Thank you.
Thank you, Olivia. We would like to extend a special welcome to Mrs. Sandy Feldman, our guest speaker, Mr. Darren Cook, our principal, Heads of Year 9, Mrs. Emily Hawkins, Mrs. Tracy Windmill and Mr. Trent O'Brien, Heads of Year 10, Mrs. Casey Patacura, Miss Amy Kramer and Mr. Matt Russell, and other staff of Centenary Heights. I would also like to offer a special welcome to you, the Gold Level students of 2022. This is your special day. In being here today, you have demonstrated your capacity as a person and learner to respect the rights of others, reflect a positive attitude and demonstrate cooperative behaviour. Your consistent efforts and willingness to provide help to others has not gone unnoticed, and it is wonderful that we can recognise your efforts in a special ceremony such as today. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you our guest speaker, Mrs. Sandy Feldman. A proud educator and Rotarian, Sandy Feldman is a very caring, supportive, community-minded member of Centenary Heights. Sandy's involvement and connection with the Centenary Heights community has spanned over 35 years, with over 30 of those as a teacher at Centenary Heights. During her time at Centenary Heights, Sandy nurtured and inspired students and staff alike with her professionalism and dedication, particularly to social clubs such as Interact Club and the Student Council. She is always willing to help out in any situation, as is clearly evident in the way Sandy continues to selflessly volunteer her time regularly in the school canteen and is a welcome face on Red Food Days. Beyond the Centenary Heights community, Sandy is a recognised Rotary Paul Harris Fellow. This award is presented in recognition of exemplary work in the community and helping those in need. As an icon of Centenary's alumni, her famous quote, "If we all give a little, it'll add up to a lot," are honest words which she lives through her actions while encouraging others to do so. Please welcome Mrs. Sandy Feldman to the stage.
Oh, wow. That was a very nice introduction. Thank you very much. Thank you for inviting me here today, especially Mrs. Donald. Thank you so much. I'm very proud to be here today. As was just mentioned, yes, I've been here at my school for 34 years, and even though I have been retired for 3 years now, I still definitely feel a very good part of this school, and I love this school. And so I'm very happy to be here. Year 10s, maybe you may have seen me 3 years ago, if you can remember that long ago. I might have supervised one of your classes when you were in grade 7. Year 9s, you might never have seen me before. Maybe you've seen my picture down on H5, but maybe you might have heard of me from siblings saying, "Oh yeah, that crazy Mrs. Feldman on parade again." But whatever reason, it's just lovely to be here, and I'm very proud. I can't even remember how many gold level ceremonies I may have sat through, but that's okay, because I love them. They're really good, because they're celebrating the achievements of some students who really want to make a difference in this school. Now, I'm sorry, but I just have to call out one student this morning. I'm not going to point out who she is, but as she walked past me, I heard her say, "Oh, this is boring." No, how could you think that? This is so good. So whoever that student was, I hope you change your mind at the end of this ceremony. I hope that these sort of traditions continue at our school because they're really important. And however they choose to be demonstrated in years to come. I just hope that this type of ceremony continues because it is celebrating the achievements of people who want to make a difference. Now, I'm not sure how each of you came to be sitting this morning where you are. Maybe you're someone who is just naturally wired for gold, so to speak. It's just the way you operate. It's sort of like in your DNA, and it just happens. If that's you, be thankful for that blessing and make a choice to continue to be that person, to be the best that you possibly can. Perhaps so your journey to be sitting here has been a real mixture of determination, setbacks, struggles, and there may be successes as well. And that's why you're sitting here today, because you have persevered and you've made those really good choices to fit into the characteristics of what a gold student is. So well done to you, and keep working like you are. So no matter what you've done to be sitting here this morning, undoubtedly some good decisions have been made, some good choices have happened, and that's why you're here, and that's why we're going to celebrate it today. We all know that gold represents respect for others, cooperation, consistently trying to the best of your ability, and cultivating this culture of kindness and community grows a great school. And this is a great school. So by making these choices, you're a part of creating that positive culture where we hope everyone feels safe, secure, and a feeling of belonging. And that's really important in a good school. Sorry, I have to have a drink. Now, I did do some, I thought to myself, oh, maybe I'll search up, inspirational stories of teenagers, and I started looking on the internet to see things, and I thought, no, what am I doing? I just want to be inspiring you with your inspirational stories. Now, it doesn't have to be some crazy, newsworthy type achievement that you've done. Don't get me wrong, those sort of things are really good. But what I wanted to today is to focus on what each of you can do for your own inspirational story. So, if you don't remember anything I say this morning, I want you to remember these 3 gold words. Make a difference. Make a difference. Oh, you might say, oh, how will I do that? Well, let me tell you. Righto, join the student council, or at least join in those things that the student council promotes at this school. And over the years, we've done great things because people have joined in together. So, Lifeline, Can Appeal, Jeans for Jeans, all of those different sorts of activities that, are offering assistance to other people. Join in. That's making a difference. Don't be passive. Be passionate. It's easy. It's a choice. Make a difference. I was speaking to Kaya, who's going to be, or is your student council president for next year, and she was telling me that in 2 weeks' time, at school, there's going to be a fundraiser for youth homelessness, and she's going to be, I don't know if you've heard about it. Oh gosh, if I'm saying it now that people don't know, too bad, now you know. There's going to be this fundraiser, and you're going to try and raise $1,000 for youth homelessness. Great idea, great idea. The thing is, I did a little bit of maths. Now, there's around about 270 people here today. So if each of you chose to go without buying a $4 item or two $2 items, collectively that makes up $1,080. Target reached with only you people sitting here this morning. Let alone all your family and your friends and the different people at the school who might be contributing as well. $1,000? No way. I say $2,000 at least. That's the sort of thing you can do, making a difference, making a little simple change and decision. Now, before you say anything, I know Year 10s, you won't be here in 2 weeks' time. But you could choose to give your donation to your PCG teacher, who would then donate it in your honour at the time. Easy done. Year 9s, here's your chance to step up and be the leaders. Make that choice. Lead by example and go and support this fundraiser that's coming up. There's always a way to make a difference. I think you'd be disappointed if I didn't say, if we all do a little, it adds up to a lot. Okay? So any of you teachers who were having a bet on whether I'd say it or not, yep, I did. I cannot help myself because that's how passionate I feel about this sort of thing. All right, what else could you do? A simple smile. Say hello to someone. Open the door, let someone else go first. Just think of kindness. That's making a difference. And you might never know how much that can help out someone. Don't accept it when you can see something's wrong. Stand up for what you know is right and be passionate about that. Now, I could give you a whole heap of more examples of how each of you and me can choose to make a difference. And that's the key. We have to make a choice. The amazing thing is, it will benefit other people, but it'll also make us feel good too. And so in my way of thinking, that's a win-win situation. Easy done. So finally, congratulations on reaching this gold level award. Celebrate it, absolutely. But remember, thank the people who've helped you get to this position. Your teachers, your parents, your carers, your friends, your family. Thank them. Make a difference in their life by giving that gratitude. And it is the end of a long and, challenging year again. So these sort of things, making a difference, saying thank you, it's all part of great choices. If you're someone who can't speak to someone directly to say thank you, well, write a letter, that sort of thing. You can still do it. And that's something that person can then hold on to. And again, you're helping them, you're making a difference. So my challenge to everybody today and to myself is each day remember those 3 gold words. Make a difference. And it's a choice, and I know that if you do choose to make a difference, they will make a shiny gold difference in your own life as well. So I'm very happy to be here. It's a bit exciting, a bit nervous, but it's all part of life. So thank you very much. Congratulations on being where you are. And I wish you every success. Always try your best. And no one can ask anything more of you. Thank you very much.
We'd like to thank Miss Felderman for her inspirational words and for giving up her time today, just with a small token of our gratitude. Let's give her a round of applause.
It is now time to meet our Year 10 Gold Level students. To introduce the students to us are the Year 10 Pastoral Care teachers, and awarding the certificates will be our heads of Year 10. Please welcome to the stage the heads of Year 10. I would ask you to hold your applause until the end of the presentation for each Pastoral Care group. Please welcome Miss Geordie Scott to the stage to present the 10A Gold Level recipients.
just give them a minute to finalise getting ready. Okay, the gold level recipients for 10A are Sama Al-Hamid, Salam Ali, Nico Kayanga, Sophie Daly, Alfonso Fatima, Jess Gooch, Bella Ingledew, Emily Jackson, Salam Kolka. Please join me in congratulating the 10A gold level recipients. I would like to call on Mr. Dave Natalia to introduce the students of 10B.
The gold level recipients for 10B are Alejandro Bernal, Hayley Fraser, Jovan Jazza, Theo Kalanga, Olivia King, Rueen Kumura Singer, Hilary Ong, Hallie Shipton, Caitlin Wright. Please join with me in congratulating the 10B gold level recipients. I would now like to call on Mr. John Harmon to introduce the students from 10C.
The gold level recipients for 10C are Colenso Botha, Harry Chosini, Harrison Kojon, Chloe Ewing, Adelaide Hopkinson, Hannah Kaepernick, Chloe May, and Alyssa Macaulay Alt. Please join me in congratulating the 10C gold level recipients. I would now like to call on Miss Marilyn Love to introduce the students of 10D.
The gold level recipients for 10D are Clark Anderson, Seth Boland, Lincoln Brown, Ava Fletcher. Talia Hess, away. Christian Jorgensen. Mia Roberts. And Sam Wilson. Please join me in congratulating the 10D Gold Level recipients. I would like to call on Ms Hayley Harmon to introduce the students of 10E.
The gold level recipients for 10E are Natalie Burrow, Lily Fry, Jai Gibbs, Samantha Hosking, Zara Kareem, Caitlin Loveday, Elizabeth Seeds, and Ryder Williams. Please join me in congratulating the 10E Gold Level recipients. I'd like to call on Mrs Carly Sherstock to introduce the students of 10F.
The gold level recipients for 10F are Keanu Allen, Cheyenne Bishop Wallen, Laura Fry, Rocky Griggs, Shane Jackson, Ava Knapp, Sylvia Lay, Keenan Luca, Charlotte Smith, Marika Sunagai, Blake Walker, and Evangeline Wembry. Please join me in congratulating the 10F Gold Level recipients. I'd like to call on Mrs Louise Wilson to introduce the students of 10G.
The gold level recipients for 10G are Nicholas Apelles, Laura Brereton, Sarah Chandran, Jessie Englart, Shakira Flanagan. Hayden Manning. Jacob Marta. Michaela Mayers. Natalie McBride. Charlotte McBride. Sienna Mundy. Caitlin O'Connell. Billy Retallick. Harry Robinson. Emma Schmidt. And Marion Yandog. Please join me in congratulating the 10G Gold Level recipients. I would like to call on Mrs. Kathleen Morris to introduce the students of 10H.
Excuse me. The gold level recipients for 10H are Joel Anderson, Emily Chow, Abigail Collins, Wagisha Dodham Fahala, Joshua Edwards Gray, Holly Fickling, Sarah Harrison, Jordan Heading, Christina Hinkfuss, Nisha Anok, Elise Reese, Kritia Sangwood, Noah Schmidt, Dominic Sora, Jonathan Wright. Please join me in congratulating the 10H Gold Level recipients. I would like to call on Mr. Dan McCulker to introduce the students of 10I.
The gold level recipients for 10I are Harry Allen, Tara Borwick, Marwa Ibrahim, Wencheng Jian, Jessica Kim, Chiong Lau, Pamitha Morathataje, Ethan Otto, Ganur Singh Soni, and Liam Wilson. Please join me in congratulating the 10I Gold Level recipients. I would like to call on Mr. Drew Copeland to introduce the students of 10J.
The gold level recipients for 10J are Rose Craig, Tamika Dobson, Nicholas Ladilli, Madison McGarry, Lincoln Peroz, Daniel Skillington, Bailey Sykes, Georgia Turner, Tristan Wolfe, and Ella Wolski. Please join me in congratulating the 10J Gold Level recipients. The Gold Level recipients for 10K are Annalise Brower, Kiara Crank, Jolene Gorman, Bo Harvey, Chloe Ives, Bailey Lang, Scott Morgan, Sophia Pava, Benedict Sapramadu, Tennessee Stanton, Amber Van Gryson, and Thomas West. Please join me in congratulating the 10K Gold Level recipients.
It is now time to call Sean Yo and Hala Adlin to the stage to receive their leadership badges as 2023 Year 10 Student Council representatives. Please welcome our principal, Mr. Darren Cook, to the stage to present their leadership badges. Please congratulate our Year 10 Student Council representatives for 2023.
To introduce the Year 9 Gold Level students are the Year 9 Pastoral Care teachers, and awarding the certificates will be our Heads of Year 9. Please welcome to the stage the Heads of Year 9. Once again, I would ask you to hold your applause until the end of the presentation for each group. Please welcome Mrs. Emily Hawkins to the stage to present the 9A Gold Level recipients.
The gold level recipients for 9A are Chloe Anderson, Bridie Russell, Sophie Sullivan, Jada Williams, and Mackenzie Young. Please join me in congratulating the 9A Gold Level recipients. I would like to call on Mr. Peter Gordon to introduce the students of 9B.
Gold level recipients for 9B are Rawa Almahed, Stephanie Geary, Tyler Jorgensen, Mathuli Ranawaka Arachi, Bianca Selick, Jaivir Singh, Pratyush Subedi, John-Luke Von Zanten, and Missy Wicks. Please join me in congratulating the 9B Gold Level recipients. I would like to call on Miss Lee Zampek to introduce the students of 9C.
The gold level recipients for 9C are Piper Anderson, Uniki Bullasing Halagay, Shane Christie, Aidan Darville, Makeely Galligan, Jack Hahn, Amelia King, Damhiru Kodituaku, Zeph Mottram Scott, Kaylee Murray, and Lindsay Ann Rodriguez. Please join me in congratulating the 9C Gold Level recipients. I would like to call on Mr. Scott Kutzer to introduce the students of 9D.
The gold level recipients for 9D are Olivia Brown, Michael Esser, Connor Griffiths, Lucinda Groves, Keenan McNamee, Joshua Oliveira, Sky Rundle, and Logan Schmidt. Please join me in congratulating the 9D Gold Level recipients. I'd like to call on Mr. Michael Plant to introduce the students of 9E.
The gold level recipients for 9E are Julia Ali, Ilham Bariale, Sarah Connell, Patrick Glasgow, Okitha Gunawaradana, Rogine Kadita, Jenna Lewis, Sarah Maria de Univille, Kitty-Pong Futamongkong, Hugh Shinners. Please join me in congratulating the 9E Gold Level recipients. I would like to call on Ms. Sally Kadaya to introduce the students of 9F.
The gold level recipients for 9F are Liliana Downey, Calder Hyam, get across, Katie Kyle, Avin Rash, and Grace Russell. Please join with me, in congratulating the 9F Gold Level recipients. I'd like to call on Mr. Frank Dowling to introduce the students of 9G.
The gold level recipients for 9G are Leah Cass, Nick Shalosky, Brooke de Blasio, Akira Hillier, Seb Martin, Aries Theodosis, and Maya Wolf. Please join me in congratulating the 9G gold level recipients. I'd like to call on Mrs. Courtney Nutter to introduce the students of 9H.
The gold level recipients for 9H are Maddie Bresendale, Brenika Dow, Connor Facer, Tori Gibbs, Henry Harvey, Zachary Hickey, Lachlan King, Kai Quero, Fraser Smith, Phoenix Tawney, please join me in congratulating the 9H gold level recipients. I would like to call on Mr. Gary Barrett to introduce the students of 9I.
The gold level recipients for 9I are Antonio Anstis, Thomas Brees, Mia Hansen, Chelsea Grace Moore, Ruby Robinson, Lithika Siri, Jack Sweeney, Millie Simmons, Casey Wall-Polstra, Emily Woodlands, and Jamie Wershing. Please join me in congratulating the 9I Gold Level students. I would like to call on Miss Letitia Lynham to introduce the students of 9J.
The gold level recipients for 9J are Thomas Andrews, Ebony Chow, Jordan Dunn, Catherine Hagan, Iris Halliwell, Joe Harold, and Lucille Stratton. Please join me in congratulating the 9J Gold Level recipients. I would like to call upon Mrs. Jocelyn Mitchell to introduce the students to 9K.
The gold level recipients for 9K are Lucinda Gould, Olivia Little, Malachi Mulligan, Madison Smith, Sarah Smith, Cody Vidler, Ella Williams, Chen Wu, and Sean Yo. Please join me in congratulating the 9K Gold Level recipients. I would like to call on Miss Elise Kirkwood to introduce the students of 9L.
The gold level recipients for 9L are Hala Adlin, Sienna Ahern, Lila Harris, who unfortunately is not with us today, Reggie Klein, Ava Nelson, Jennifer Richter, Aaron Shimalinga, and Mia Wilson. Please join me in congratulating the Year 9L Gold Level recipients. I would like to call on Ms. Karina Hepner to introduce students of 9M.
The gold level recipients for 9M are Lara Anderson, Rosie Can, Alex Curry, Kira Dawson, and Millie Fontaine, who is not present this morning, Caitlin Hoskin, Philip Camel, Cooper Kennedy, Daeung Lee, Corbin Martin, Sean Maynard, Archie Milne, Erica Mitchell, Oliver Murphy, Riley Parsons, Mia Ryan, Gemma Seymour, Serena Shackleton, Charlotte Cedars, Oscar Sloss, Naisha Stelmaker, Isabel Tay, and Micah Walmsley. And would you please join with me in congratulating 9M Gold recipients?
Please congratulate all Year 9 Gold Level recipients for 2022. Most times when we celebrate, there is a special cake to cut and share. I now have the pleasure in inviting to the front of the stage to cut the cake our Year 10 Student Council representatives, Abigail Collins, Michaela Mayers, and Magisha Dodden-Pahala, along with our Year 9 Student Council representatives, Corbin Martin and Ruby Robinson.
It was great to see so many students recognised here today, and it is hoped that these students will continue on in their current path of exceptional performance for the remainder of the year and into the future. This day would not have been possible without the organisation skills of the following people: the heads of Year 9, Mrs. Emily Hawkins, Mrs. Tracy Windmill, and Mr. Trent O'Brien; the heads of Year 10, Mrs. Casey Paticura, Miss Amy Kramer, and Mr. Matt Russell. Our assistant heads of year are for Year 9, Mrs. Anna Donald, and for Year 10, Mr. Chris Cuthill. Would you please give them a round of applause? A very big thank you must also go out to Mrs. Sue Hargreaves for the photographs, Mrs. Juanita Brown-Duthie for preparing the letters, program and the gold level certificates, and our janitor, Mr. Cole French, who has enabled us to carry out proceedings today through his tireless efforts in preparing the facilities. Thank you also to Mr. Paul Sykes, our IT technician, and Luton Cliff. Another round of applause, please. We would now like to invite students to move to the hall and enjoy a piece of cake and pizza. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your day.